All right, Shalom. All right, let me get into this video. But right, all of a sudden, for you so-called white people, I saw a video with these, I'm saying, these Edomites. They was burning their Bibles, right? And they go to show you that the Most High got all you Edomites and everybody that's outside of this truth snared. That's cold what the Most High have done. He let you devils use the Bible, operate under lies until it was time for us to wake up. Now you caught red-handed, and there's no way out of this. You snared, right? Because now the spirit is back on us to understand what's going on with this Bible. This is our book, right? And we got the truth out of it, right? The Most High didn't give nobody else this ability to go in this Bible and be able to fully comprehend what it's talking about. That's how you know that's a part of the telltale sign, knowing that we the Israelites, right? And you able to understand. So all of a sudden, color don't matter. And a lot of you devils will say the Messiah was Middle Eastern. That's all a social construct that was created. There's no such thing as Middle Eastern people. That region is known as Asia. You got Asia Minor, but Asia, right? They created this new pseudo name called the Middle East and Middle Eastern people, right? And they created this thing called African. They created this thing called black and white. Them are social constructs that was created by the so-called white man to keep you lost. So let me get into this video.
Why does Jesus being black matter?
And let me say this for you jakes that might be a little slow around in the mind. All right. She more than likely is an Israelite right here. You don't have to look like Fred Sanford to qualify to be an Israelite. It's not about skin tone for you idiots, right? You black only so-called Israelites, you foolish.
Why does the skin color matter? Well, it matters because this fake white Jesus that people be praising was made white for oppression, for brainwashing. And if skin color doesn't matter, if Jesus being black does not matter, change all the images. Change all the jewelry you got of a white Jesus. Change all the statues y'all got. Change all the artwork y'all got to a black Jesus. If it doesn't matter, it's so easy. It's a simple fix. Why not if it doesn't matter? But it does matter. But it does matter, huh? But it does matter. And that's why you won't change anything. And that's why even though y'all know Jesus is black, you make every excuse in the book on why now it doesn't matter. People cannot fathom that the person they've been praising looks just like the people they've been oppressing.
Check that out. You know what I'm saying? You devils are finished. You had your time to, operate under lies and the veil of confusion and deceit, right? But now that time is up, right? And it's so much to break down, man. And Jake is so lost. Today, as I was, working, I had to go run some errands or whatever, for work or whatever. So you can just see, I had to go through this neighborhood where it'd be a lot of Jakes at. And they got like a strip of clubs over there, like bars and clubs and stuff like that. And you could see our people, I saw like two bands of these Jake women. I saw one in one area and later, a little bit further down this street, like if you keep going, maybe down 4 or 5 blocks, it's another set of Jake women twerking on the car. You know what I'm saying? This man, it's fucking a mess, man. Right? Meanwhile, you got all this heavy wisdom knowledge and coming out, man. Our people more stupid than they ever been. Just twerking on cars, this wilding out like a bunch of fucking hyenas, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why the most I got to put down to 2/3. But for you brothers and you sisters that's aware of what's going on, this what you've been under is heavy witchcraft and religious indoctrination ever since you was a little kid. That's why they gave you the so-called white man cartoons. Superman was so-called white, right? Santa Claus so-called white, which that's idolatry anyway, but I'm doing that to prove a point. He-Man was so-called white. And you got your white Jesus so-called, right? And what does all this really do to you as you growing up? It reinforces so-called white supremacy, right? That the so-called white man is the best, the smartest, more superior than our people is. That's what that reinforces, right? But they're not, right? Look here. This is very like it's everywhere you fucking look. You know, you watch a documentary. You know what I'm saying? You look, go to the store, you look at the magazines. Like you watch some on TV, they pushing this imagery, right? Ever since you was little. So this plays on the witchcraft. Why our people don't understand that they the people out of the Bible. That's why they associate the Bible with being a so-called white man book, because it is shit. Look at this. So-called angel, so-called white, right? Right. So let's get into this lesson, man. I'm gonna open up the script right here. 2 Ezra 6 and 28. As for faith, it shall flourish. That's what we're seeing right now. The elect is flourishing right now because they're absorbing all this information that's coming out. It's like a flood. It says corruption shall be overcome. Right? That's what the word is doing, and truth that had been so long without fruit shall be declared. So the truth was hidden from our people, right? Until we woke up and we declared it through the men that teaching this word, right? That's how it's being declared, right? So let's go here. Let's get all into this. So this is plastered on damn near every church, right? Especially in the Roman Catholic Church, because that is the mother of all your organized other Christianity, whether it be Seventh-day Adventist, Mormonism, Protestant, Methodist, Baptist. It all stems from the Roman Catholic Church. This is plastered in almost every church in America and throughout the Edomite nations, the so-called European nations, which there is no such thing as European people. That was all made up, right? Look at this. It's everywhere. Idolatry. Was not this the first commandment, not to make an idol? Right? So you people out your mind, man. And Jake been seduced by this Edomite culture with idolatry, right? You see this so-called white Jesus is plastered all over the world, right? So let me show you this real quick. So this reinforces white superiority, right? So-called, but really we over these people, man. Let's go here. Check this out. It said United States Christians collectively make 5.2 trillion annually. You hear this? It says this is the church tithing. And I was like, damn, because you go to all these cities, right? They got these Christian churches, they look like compounds, man. Mega mansions, right? Why is it like this? Because it reinforces so-called white supremacy. That's why, right? And that's why they push this image everywhere you look, right? And Jake, why the Jake nigga dub, right, is out there twerking, right, in those streets, right? This is a great awakening is going on, but they're oblivious. Look at all this idolatry, right? Pushing the so-called white man. And that's why you so-called white people get all into your so-called white Jesus and your Christianity, because you get the benefit off of it, right? And push your so-called white supremacy because you're not white people. Your skin is not the color white, right? You're pinkish red. You Edomites. Check this out. I want you to pay attention to this because this was everybody know this image for the most, right? And Jake's so stupid. Our people really got some demons on them, right? In this picture right here, you got two women right here. And this is the Borgia family, right? So who painted this? Who painted this image, right? Because this is a very famous picture that most of our people had in their house, or they had in that demonic place called the Christian church, right? I'm going to read this. It says the Last Supper, this is straight blasphemy, man, is a mural painted by the Italian high Renaissance artist Leonardo da Vinci. It says dated 1495 through 1498. That's who painted this. Let's get all into this. So this is called your Renaissance artwork, right? And this is the Borgia family, right? And you see that woman right there. It was not a woman disciple, right? To the left from him, of Caesarea Caesar Borgia, that's a woman. They go to show you that this is a fake painting, right? And who is Leonardo da Vinci? You need to ask yourself this question. Let's go to him. He's an artist, right? He's a devil, right here. And he did some more popular paintings that Jake worship and salivate over because Jake's stupid, right? And that's where you got the concept of the Ninja Turtles, because you had these four main Renaissance painters that was whitewashing everything. You had these other painters along with them. They had a campaign. They were just whitewashing everything. They were destroying our relics and destroying a lot of our artwork, right? Showing that the Israelites were so-called black people, destroying them and painting themselves as the book of First Maccabees 3 and 48 say they would do, right? And this is why Jake is lost. And this is why the world think the Israelites were so-called white people, because this initiative that they did back around the 1400s during the Renaissance, when they start pushing the Greek and Roman culture, which is perverseness, lewdness, homosexuality, do as thou wilt, women act a goddamn fool, right? This lifestyle, debauchery, you name it, bestiality, all right? Right here, it says, high Renaissance. Renaissance means rebirth. Rebirth of what? The Greco-Roman Empire. And when they was worshiping many idols, pushing their philosophies, the way they live their life, the way they think, the way they look at life, the way that's what you've been copying to this day, right? That's why Jake patterned his life after this system, right? Because they don't have no other reference point, right? And that's why Jake do 4th of July. Jake do Valentine's Day. Jake do Thanksgiving. Jake do Christmas. All right, they are copying the behaviors and the custom of the so-called white man race, Edomites. It says who was active as a painter, and Leonardo da Vinci and him. Like you just gotta do your research, man. Leonardo da Vinci and Cesare Borgia, right? Because he was dealing with their family. I'm just gonna leave it at that, right? You see this devil. Right? So he painted this right here to enchant you Jakes and to push so-called white supremacy. That's why you look at all these images. Everywhere you look, right? They're pushing this. And that's why the so-called white people, Edomites, support the Christian. It all makes sense. How are you making $5.2 trillion annually? Because Edomites at the top of the food chain for us money, and they're going to support it because it reinforces their white supremacy, right? So let's go to this religious indoctrination. Man, I wish I had more time. It says right here, religious indoctrination. So go here to the top. It says, number one, to teach a person or group to accept a set of beliefs uncritically, right? So that's what Jake been presented by that demon called the Black or the Hispanic or Native American Christian pastor, because they're pushing so-called white supremacy to you and you don't even know it. Two, to often repeat an idea or belief to someone in order to persuade them to accept it. Jacob do this with this so-called black culture. They'll repeat these things that they heard growing up that ain't got no truth to them, right? Like they'll say, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Stupidity. It says 3, teaching someone to accept a set of beliefs without questioning them. And you heard some of your pastors say, so-called, you can't question God. What are they? You supposed to question everything, right? But I'm not going to have enough time. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak, Kodash. Shalom.